Hi there, this is a tutorial for 2 point perspective. So just having something to draw with, bit of paper. I'm using like a biro here. We're going to do a 2 point perspective. So we'll start with a horizon line and we'll do that. You could do it halfway, or you could go slightly above halfway or beneath. I wouldn't go too close to the top or the bottom though. So if I do this one, I'm going to do it a little bit above the halfway point, or even a third the way down, I guess that is. And then on there, because this is 2 point perspective, I'm going to do two vanishing points. If I do them kind of near either end of that line, it's going to probably be a more successful drawing. We're going to draw the corner of a room. So what I want to do is I want to then put a vertical down this piece of paper. Now you could do it in the middle, you could do a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Again, I wouldn't put it too close to the either vanishing point. So if I maybe go just slightly to the right of the middle there, like that. Now what I'll then do is I'm going to create the corner of a room. So I can decide how this would actually be the kind of corner where two walls will meet. I can decide where I'm going to see the floor and if I'm going to see the ceiling up there. So if I've just put a little mark here, that's going to be where the two walls meet at the corner, and then this bit's going to be the floor. So I can show that by go back from that line there. I'm holding my pen or pencil at the end, and I'm about a meter away from the piece of paper, so I'm getting a good overview. I'm not too close to it. There we go, and that's going back to the left vanishing point. And I'm going to then go back to the right one and then come out again. So this bit here is going to be what we would see of the floor. Now I could probably see some of the ceiling there. So if I just come, rather than doing it off the page, I'm just going to get slightly in, a little line there. And again, from the right vanishing point, there we go. And then from the left vanishing point, like that. Oh, there you go. So this bit here would actually be seeing some ceiling. This line here is the corner of the room where the two walls meet, and that's the right hand wall where it meets the floor, and the left hand wall. So what we could do is we could add doors, windows, arts, other features in the room. I'm going to do a door over on the right hand side, and by doing that I'm going to think, right, well that's where the top of the wall is and the bottom of the wall. So if I just do a little mark there, and then I'm going vertically, so remember that's running parallel with this side of the paper and that side, and that's the corner of the room. So that's going to be the further side of the door, and then I'm going to do one here, working out the height of that. So a little bit down from the ceiling there, a line there, going back to the left hand vanishing point like that, and then coming out again. So that is the door frame. There you go. Maybe on this side could do a nice window. So that'd probably be a similar height to that. The top of the door, the window would be the top of the window. So from that line I'm going back to the right hand vanishing point and then coming out like that. This will be the height of the window. So maybe a vertical quite near this edge, the left hand side here for that window, but it's not going to be down to the floor, this window. We're going to have a bit of wall beneath it, maybe stop about there. So that one is going to go back to the right vanishing point. So let's do that now, like that. And then another vertical, however long you want your window to be, really. So let's do it like that. There we go. You've got a window on that left hand wall. Now we could do some features. So, you know, that could be a table, or I don't know, a bookcase, or the wardrobe. So maybe I could put a wardrobe here. So I'm going to do a vertical line, and then that's where the wardrobe is. Maybe it's a bit higher than the window there, and it would be that height. So what I'd then do to work out where that's going to come out, I need to go from the vanishing point on the left to that point there, and then I'd do the same with the top. This is like the side of a wardrobe or bookcase, whatever it will end up being, and then another vertical to show the depth of it. There we go. And then I'm going to go from this would then be the front of the bit of furniture, and that's got to go back to that vanishing point on the right hand side, and then I've got to do the same at the top. There you go. So piece of furniture we've got there. I could actually improve this window. I could give it the window ledge and the depth of the wall, coming in a little bit like that, and another vertical. And then I need to do that windowsill, but it's going back to that vanishing point and the top of it there. Could add in window frames, details like that, maybe divide that in half, maybe fancy arches. If it's an old window, could be quite nice like that. This door on the right hand side could be open. Need to show the depth of the wall, and it's not paper thin, it's got a bit of thickness to it. It's made out of bricks, and another vertical there. Going back to the right hand vanishing point, because you can see a little bit in the top of the door, like that. Where's the door? Is it opening to another room, or is it in this room? You can decide. For this one, I might do the door opening into another room. So I'm going to do it from this side, and I'm going to show where the bottom of the door would be. And then I'm going to take that up vertically, and then I'm going to come down a little bit. So something like that. Handle on that maybe might describe it as a door a bit clearer. If I did something like that, there you go. This, what is it going to be? Wardrobe or bookcase, shelves. I can decide now. So maybe I'd have a drawer at the bottom there. Take that to the vanishing point. Maybe it's got a couple of handles, drawer pulls on it like that. Maybe another one above that. Going back to the vanishing point on the right hand side. I've got to then maybe have some bigger doors up here. That I could actually use the horizon line there for where these doors stop, and they can have some handles on them, and then maybe some smaller cupboard doors there at the top. Maybe the floor. So last time we were doing checkerboards, but maybe we could do floorboards this time. They could maybe be going back to that vanishing point, and I'll just take them out like that. So we've got strips of wood on the floor like that. So here we go, the floor. So it's made out of planks of wood, they different lengths, something like that possibly, and we might just show a couple of nails in the ends like that. We've got maybe some art put on the wall, so we could have a framed picture here, vertical lines where I want it to be, and then when I know where what length I want it to be. That's going to go back to the left hand vanishing point, and then this one at the top there. So I've got a frame for a bit of art. There you go. Maybe on this side, what about doing a chair? Chair beneath the window might look quite good. So back of the chair against the wall, fitting there, and then where the seat bit, it's about halfway up maybe, the total height of the chair, we'll take it back to the right hand vanishing point, and then that slat, the actual seat part going back to the left hand. Then how deep the seat is, that's going back to the right hand, and then the front legs of the chair like that. So there you go, 2-point perspective. You can spend a lot longer on this, pause this video when you need to. I'm going to then work a bit more on this, and then I can share with you the completed drawing. Hope that makes sense, and good luck with your sketching.